While I was in the quarry, Pioneer Quarry, I can honestly say I can't recall that day was a windy day, but a large sign, plywood and angle iron frame, steel legs on perhaps 3 foot boulders, huge boulders up in the air, was picked up by this gust of wind, floated down and hit me in the back. I had my back to it and laid me out on the floor. I scraped my leg, but I continued to work. That was a big mistake because within a day or two, a couple of days after, I realised my leg was swelling up. The scrape was getting infected. I did all I can to treat it. Went to work and with towels all around my leg because they were swelling hot to try and cool it all down. But I had to give in and go down to the hospital. When I seen the doctor, he shook his head and said, "Silly boy, I'm going to tell you straight, silly boy, Gordon," he said. "If it only come sooner, we're going to have to fight now to save our leg, you know that," he said. Try to get the right antibiotic to kill the germ that got into the leg, because by now you could push your finger into the hole which is eaten away. They drew a line on my leg and said, "You come back tomorrow, because if it goes over, the septic goes over that line, you're going to have to amputate it." But someone was looking down on me and it didn't rise over the leg. It rose to it, but not over it. And they saved my leg, but that was only like part of the problem. The impact shook my body up so much that everything was happening. It was one thing and another, and I lost my driving license due to my eyesight. It ended my working career. Never been out of work, and I was about 60 then. So what was I going to do? The next thing was pain therapy. I did 1 or 2 appointments with pain therapy, but transport was a problem. But if I was relying on an ambulance and other people, it was out of the question, so I give them my apologies. But I had the gist of what it was all about. Like mind over matter, take twice as long to do something or get anywhere, just do everything quietly and get the best out of life. That encouraged me then to go back to art, because with art you could concentrate so much, go deep into it, that you would kind of forget the discomfort you're in. That was a big help to go into detail, concentration and music. Music was another thing that when you sat down in front of by your table with a photo to draw, the music was going, you didn't want to rush. When the pain came back and you got tired, that was the time to leave. And that varied from an hour, perhaps 2 hours, it varied. But between the music, the art, and the help from Moira, the wife, that found a new sort of life. Got to a level I wasn't afraid to show my art to people, because it took a long time. Let me tell you, it took a lot of determination. There was nothing other than the best. Nothing in between. It had to be a pretty good standard, and with her help that way, no sympathy, I continued